You didn't see anything. Key it up. Smooth as a Tuesday afternoon. Welcome back to your week. Watch out. Episode 1222. Slipping through the cracks. Expect the unexpected. Only on my company. Oh, hell. Having fun eating something. Hot summer day. Just in time for all the drama, all the, in the last bite.
Hey, all right.
How's it going, Shadow?
Rough day today.
Loaded question.
Had some errands to run,
Yeah.
but traffic was not terrible, so I actually got here almost on time.
Yeah. Yeah. I stretched it out for you. You were right on time.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
How's your day going?
Good. I'm pretty much lazed around since we had a long draw stream last night.
Were you off last night?
I was off. I'm always off Labor Day. Remember last week?
I forgot it was. Yeah, I forget your shift is still technically Labor Day, right? So.
Yeah, we never work on Labor Day. Now, last year was the first time that they proposed working on Labor Day for like one individual, one or two. Somebody wanted, the outmarked tree, the mayor wanted them to come out and spray a little area or something. So, I don't know, an hour or two. So, wouldn't have been much, but I wouldn't have mind doing it, but I didn't see it. I wasn't expecting it.
Right.
And I got knocked out of it, So, is it hot there where you are? Because it's like hasn't been too bad here. And actually, last night when I let Abby out at one point, maybe after the draw stream, it was raining a little bit, but didn't amount to much. I'm sure it did the grass
Yeah, no,
and
it
plant.
the weather changed up on us about like a week and a half ago, and doesn't look
Mhm.
like we're going to be getting any more hot weather unless something changes. But the last couple of mornings when I wake up, it's sweatshirt weather. It's cold enough out.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people have been complaining about the heat. And of course, fall's not quite here yet, but thank God, because of all the leaves and everything. But I kind of like
Right.
it. I mean, you can definitely do more outside, and it's been kind of cooler here. So I've been, sweeping off the patio and making sure the plants are watered, and I do want maybe next week, I'll get with you and maybe get one of those little chainsaws for trimming and stuff that you bought,
Uh-huh.
and you know, get one of those and do a little end of the season trimming that needed to be done. I mean, it seems like every time I trim it, it just poof, out more. Every
Yeah.
time. Poof, out more.
Those little guys come in pretty handy. You just they jump a little bit, so you got to be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it slow with it, Uh I did want to play this. I don't know. Don't ask me why.
La conga! La conga! La conga!
La conga.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That just looked like a doggy pile-up orgy to me. But maybe I was wrong. Happy 82nd birthday to Danny Torino. Am I saying his name right? Now his birthday
Danny.
was yesterday.
Oh, Danny Trujillo. Yeah. Yeah.
Machete.
Danny Trejo. That's what it is. Trejo.
Trejo. Okay. Well, great.
Mm.
Love the Machete, movies,
Yeah.
among others.
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of good stuff.
82 years old and still going strong.
Wow, I didn't know he was that old. Holy shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks pretty good, doesn't it? Seth Angetti had a birthday. He said, best birthday present ever. Wife is taking me to see Jaws.
Yeah. Yeah.
50th anniversary IMAX. So not just the first time I'm seeing it on the big screen, but on a very big screen. He says, love sharks and Jaws for most of my 49 years on this planet. I can't wait. So, wow.
Yep. Yeah, he was on After Canes with John last night.
Graham Greene passed away.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 1952 to 2025. I believe I was always told he was Lauren Greene's brother.
Oh, really? I had no idea.
Uh-huh. That's what I've heard. I mean, what do I know, though?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of neat if it's true.
Eric and Boyd in the house saved the drama for Obama. Hell home boo, boys. Have the temps cooled down yet for you fellows? It has for me. I mean, we got it to rain. I guess
I'm worried about what winter's going to look like because it got cool pretty quick here.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it did. It seemed like after that rain it got really cool. This is Ralph Lincoln, the 11th generation cousin of Abraham Lincoln.
Oh wow.
How cool is that?
Kind of even looks like him a little bit.
Yeah. And then here's
but
Lincoln.
That might be due to the beard and stuff, but
yeah. Yeah. You'd say a resemblance, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Around the eyes and the cheekbones
people
and stuff.
You could be related to. Here's your werewolf representation for today, Shadowhawk, right there. Sort of werewolf in the clouds, huh? Or the mist.
Ooh. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's dinner time. Kevin Davis' birthday yesterday. Cool. Well, happy birthday to Kevin Davis as well. We do have a few more birthdays to talk about. nice Jack Kirby piece here that would go great in your hallway, Shadowhawk. Check that out. I don't believe I've seen that one. It's amazing what of Jack
Oh
Kirby's
damn!
artwork I have not seen. You know?
Yeah, that baby would pop in the blacklight hallway.
Oh yeah, that'd be crack-a-lacking.
Yeah,
It's
no kidding.
amazing, you know, he had time to do all that stuff with his workload, you know, that he did in comics.
He was a working dude, man.
But I imagine it's if you like to draw, create art, you find time to do stuff like this that may never be published, you know, or might be a portfolio idea or something, just to break the monotony of working on so many Marvel books or DC books, right, at the time.
Yeah, probably. I mean, probably nice to get
Yeah.
away from, Fantastic Four or whatever he was working on at the time and, do something a little different. Oi, Carrie. Good to see you, dear.
Somebody that's still alive is Pat Boone. He's like 98, I believe. He's got a message.
Yeah, he's way up there.
Hey, friend, Pat Boone here in my office, the Pat Boone Museum. A friend named Dan Waldron sent me this poem, and he thought I ought to read it to you. My hair is white, and I'm almost blind. My days of youth are far behind. My neck is stiff, I can't turn my head, can't hear the one half of what's being said. My legs are wobbly, can hardly walk, but glory be, I can still talk. And this is the message I want you to get. I'm still kicking, and I ain't dead yet. My bones are stiff, they don't move in their sockets, and not a dime is left in my pockets. So maybe you think I'm a total wreck. To tell you the truth, I do look like heck. But still, I do have a lot of fun, and my heart with joy is overrun. I have lots of friends so kind and sweet, and still more than I will ever meet, like you. Oh, this is a wonderful world of ours, shade and sunshine and beautiful flowers. So you can take it from me, you bet I'm glad I'm living, and I ain't dead yet. I go to church and Sunday school when I can, for I love the story that is ever new. And when I reach the end of my row, I hope to the lovely home I go. And then when I leave the house of clay, I will listen closely, I'm quite apt to say. Well, folks, I've left you, but don't you forget, I've just passed on, and I ain't dead yet. Hey, friend Pat.
That's got to be cool to get something from a fan like that.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Today, September 2nd, 1666.
I said hello, Eric.
You know, Carrie and others over there in the UK wouldn't want to be in London in 1666. This is the anniversary of the Great Fire of London. Broke out at 2 a.m. in Pudding Lane. The fire burned 3 days, and 80% of London was destroyed.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That was
And
about
of course,
the English equivalent of the Chicago fire, huh?
oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I
Wow.
mean 80% of London.
That's
Talk about
that's a hell of a lot
giant.
of London.
91 years old. Okay, I thought he was actually older than that, but 91 still pretty nice. You know, I guess he's a year older than born in 1934. Well, how do I know that? Because my mother was born in 35 and she just turned 90. So she's
Well,
right
there
behind
you go.
Pat. Yeah. Mike Walters in the house. Hey, Mike.
Hey,
Today
it's not too late.
also,
Hook him up on a date, Rex. You might be able to inherit Pat Boone's fortune.
hook him up on a date. He's happily married, I think. I think she's still living too.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
I'd assumed
Yeah.
she'd have been dead by now.
Yeah. No, she got to keep up with the Boones, with the
I guess
Joneses, you know.
Long live the family.
Also on this date,
Hey, Mike.
World War II ended officially. Japan surrendered. So, you know,
The little
dropped a couple of
nippers.
nuclear bombs on them, and they're like, yeah, I think we'll call it quits unconditionally.
Well, they didn't right away, though. We had to drop the second one before they gave up.
Today also marks Donald Trump broke the first rule of Western politics. He mentioned the depopulation agenda.
Oh,
So you got to, because I mean, there is a depop, and they're very open about it, right? Some say under the rules of engagement, they almost have to put it out there for you to see, nothing in secret in some form or fashion. And if you're discerning enough, you can pick up on these things, little signs and symbols and stuff.
mhm.
Pat Boone, Clint Eastwood, Barbara Eden. Yeah, it was her birthday the other day. Julie Newmar and Tina Louise, who also played Ginger on, and actually was in a play played Al Caps in the 50s on stage with Julie Newmar. Yeah, she's still kicking. All still kicking. Yeah, she had a birthday a few days ago. Yeah. Bill
Yeah, I
Gates
saw that.
wants to fulfill that agenda. Absolutely. Bill
Oh, yeah,
Gates, he's been very open about it.
he's a firm
But
believer in that crap.
here's, if if you think about Bill Gates and you're not, too pleased with this more recent stuff. In 1998, Bill Gates gets pied in the face 3 times before a business meeting in Belgium. So let's play that, and maybe that'll,
And, hail Raul and T. Thank you very much.
Raul. Yeah,
Tomorrow,
we'll show
7
Raul's
p.m.
work
We'll
that
be
he did
doing
last
the
night on my character. Appreciate that, brother. It looks great.
we'll be doing the
So here you
sardine
go.
stream again tomorrow at 7. Raul. So
Oh yeah, Wednesday gets here on Labor Day, after Labor Day, real quick, doesn't it? There you go.
Gates was momentarily and understandably shaken, but he was not injured. The hit squad piled on with 2 more pies before one of them was wrestled to the ground and arrested. The others released the moment and got away. Gates went inside, wiped his face clean, and made no comment. He then went ahead with his scheduled meeting. No word on the motive for
should add those
least
things
maybe-
filled with cyanide
Yeah,
in
Yeah.
Minecraft.
yeah, right. Run a promo, Shadowhawk eating. Well, oh yeah, eating the sardines, or and what's on the agenda today? It's sardines with something else, or is it some other kind of fish that you'll be eating?
No, it's tomorrow, and this week is going to be chicken of the sea, wild caught sardines, lightly smoked and packed in oil. Unfortunately, it's soybean oil, so I will be draining that before I eat these. I do not.
Yeah. Do
prefer
you
the
towel
soybean
them
oil.
off? Will you be
Not
toweling
usually.
them off?
No, probably not.
Probably not. Just going to go in raw. Got it.
Nah, just drain them real good. That's enough. You towel them
So
off, the skin can
here's
get a little too
Jenna, my
dry.
character, and Raul. That's his version of it that he did last night on the draw stream. Very cool.
Oh, neat.
This is the
I see
female
a new one again?
superhero that is our thumbnail today, and also is born 250 years in the future in the Momentum
okay.
universe. So she's not even born yet, but you'll see her in a story. You'll see her in a story in Momentum Unleashed Future Visions.
Right.
The first story I think I came up for with, that kind of gave me the idea to do Future Visions.
Oh, okay. I know you've been talking about it for a little while. I think that's the first time I've seen her drawn up, though.
Okay. I can do this.
I mean, you may have had her drawn up before, and I just didn't realize.
Yeah. Well, there we go. So I'm going to show you the live stream today, since she's on our, the head sketch there, the third one on the right.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, that is her. All right. I got you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what we worked from right there, because I was trying to design her costume, and he went by that. And then also, I did this last night with her, trying to work out a outfit for her costume. So that's what we did on the draw stream last night. I treated myself, Shadow. I went to Krispy Kreme and got a dozen donuts.
Oh, look out.
$18.
Wow. Pricey donuts.
Yeah, but they're good. Some of them are missing in action already. I think 3. Spaz was on too, yeah, and Elsie was on. Did you see the interview CBS anchor Connie Chung did? It was her birthday the other day, as a matter of fact.
Hey,
With Bill Gates a year ago. She was kissing his ass too bad, and he was acting like a dumbass. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Not shocked.
Yeah, those are good. Yeah. And I got a variety. I got like some lemon field. I got a couple of strawberry field. I got a
all them lemon ones.
Sugar and cinnamon or sugar, whatever. And then I got 3 blueberry crawlers. Those are always good and moist. And what else did I get? I got
yeah, I
just
like
got a variety.
The lemon and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
or
yeah.
Cherry.
I mean, I got more of the lemon field than anything else. I like lemon field.
Yeah, I could eat a whole box of those things. Wouldn't be good for me, but I could eat them. Get the diabetes and hepatitis B.
Mm-hmm. So, you think today would be a regular day, but, this is the day the Japanese surrendered and unconditionally. And I think back there in the back, you could probably see, I don't know, they look kind of all the same, but it looks like MacArthur might be in the background there. I don't know. He may be actually in front where the Japanese are looking. Japanese emperor there with them. It's kind of wild to see them in top hats and full Western dress,
Yeah.
Here's a Pat Broderick Swamp Thing drawing. Love Pat Broderick stuff. I don't know that I've ever seen his Swamp Thing. Look at that.
I don't know if I have either. Oh, that's
nice
pretty
dragonfly. Good. That's got to be a big dragonfly.
Yeah, you would think.
Mm-hmm.
He is in the swamp. He kind of went Grinch with his eyebrows a little bit there, though.
Yeah.
Little
Well,
on the Grinchy side.
There's some actors that have some cringy eyebrows. They never really trim them,
Yeah.
Zeus posted my friend was a very close friend of Alex Toth, and they wrote this book together that came out right after Alex's passing. He did see the final proof, though. It's really incredible, and you'll never get to know him like John did without reading this book and seeing the art therein. So if you like a good art book like Howder 6480, highly recommend Dear John, Alex Toth, a Alex Toth doodle book. Probably the last thing he kind of put together.
Oh, wow.
I'd like to check out some more of his work, because he was so big in animation, so big in simplifying, but I didn't know about Alex till Red Circle Comics of the early 80s. He was working on a few stories. And that was the first work I'd ever seen.
I was aware of him. I didn't really know his work and stuff until later on.
I wasn't either till the early 80s, and he did like some backup stories and some of the Red Circle comics like The Fox and a few other things. Ben Soto, who we had on not too long ago, said, I hope to have more pages colored in the next couple of weeks to put together a trailer finally. Getting some flatting done, doing the work, he says.
Cool. Hail, Ben. Keep it up, man.
Here's some of the examples of his flatting on Cephas. Some more werewolf action for you.
Ooh, there you go.
Mm-hmm. take a bite out of crime.
Yeah.
Don't think that's
Yeah,
really applicable there, but can't help but think of that as he's chomping down on his bicep there.
it's gotta
Jason
leave 'em-
Sandberg says Jupiter is available on Indiegogo and orders ship the following day. So check out his book Jupiter. Definitely has a mix up of styles. Diaz brothers are back, says Phil Diaz, taking next week's launch and later in the show. High Nine with My Evil Robot and Unhinged Entertainment to talk the new Frog G to start the weekend outright, he says.
Cool.
So want to go see them talking about Frog G and other things to come up in the Diaz brothers. It's about a minute and it's about an hour and 30 minutes. There's the link to the show that happened. Always, Jason's always good for a laugh, especially with ink spots there. Possible cover for Galaxy Memorial Park Volume 2, which is French for 2, by the way. So
Good.
there you go. I guess by Levi.
I would assume.
I'm not sure who did the artwork, but he's saying possibly and anybody that's signed up will be getting, signed up and back the book will in the first 100 will be getting like a character, a head sketch or something. I wonder where they got that idea from.
I have no idea. It's it's so original. No one's ever done it before.
Yeah. Western
Still a good
fantasy
way to say
series
it.
at
Push the
Zaid
book.
Comics. September 4th, so a couple more days. And again, Western themed. Very 90s style, I would say.
Yeah, I saw this I think last night.
Yeah, it looks like he's got a wooden hand or something like that, a mechanical hand on the one side. Almost a little cable thrown in there for that character.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think that just might have been like some leather straps, but I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw little pins in the fingers, on one drawing. I'll try and bring up.
Oh, I don't know if I've seen that.
I don't know if this is. I just updated where I was grabbing this stuff from off of X, so maybe it'll. This is a basically a flip book mechanism with hundreds of paper-based photographs attached to a reel. This is a Kenora viewer, an early home cinema device circa 1874. So that would be pretty cool to have in your, your boudoir or your,
Oh wow, yeah.
and just look at the little viewer and flip it, turn it, whatever. Watch things
Kinda
move.
like a little Rolodex for pictures.
Yeah. No red box at that time, so you had to get the whole mechanism and everything, right? Aaron LaPresti says he's inking page 63 of 65. I'm sorry. So yeah, 63 of 65. So he's getting close to having Wraith the God #3 Fear Hollow done. So you haven't backed it like I haven't. Might have to get on that. Very cool stuff.
It won't be too long now.
Does he wear a mask? Because there's like a human mask hanging off.
Yeah, he wears all kinds of different disguises.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's like Zorro or Captain Action or something, right?
Yeah, kind of like or Sherlock Holmes. He used to have disguises.
Yesterday was Keanu Reeves' birthday, apparently.
Yeah.
And this is the first photograph of the White House in John K. Polk's administration. Uh-oh,
That's
somebody's
kind of
knocking
neat.
at my door. So I guess I better go around and see who it is. Just a minute.
Alrighty. All right. So anyway, folks, yeah, tomorrow 7 p.m. on Shadowhawk Talks, we'll be doing our third, I believe it's our third sardine stream so far. We've got the wild caught, lightly smoked in oil. So we will give those a shot tomorrow and see how I feel about those. Fairly certain I'm still going to enjoy them, even if they are not in my preferred oil, but that's okay. If we have to, we'll break out a couple other options and maybe I can show you guys my dad's recipe. It's very simple, very easy to prepare. It's just 3 ingredients: the sardines, some diced onions, and a little splash of lemon juice. Salt and pepper optional, and to taste. But yeah, that might be something to, a little fun something to do tomorrow. I'll try a couple of them, maybe a couple tree by themselves, and then mix the rest up into a small batch of my dad's old sardine recipe that he taught me back when I was just a little lad of about 8 or so. I started eating sardines with my daddy-o. So that's kind of fun too. It's very nostalgic show kind of for me. Kind of makes me feel close to the old man. So I appreciate that. So please join me if you guys have time for tomorrow. I usually keep them pretty short, about 30 minutes or so. I'm not trying to make them too long, but we can go as long as it takes if we're having fun. We got a good crowd. You know, may even invite some people to pop up and hang out for a few. I'm starting to get a little more comfortable on this show, so we'll see. We'll see. All right, I'm just dance monkey dance over here. What else can I tell you guys about? Anything good happening? Oh, I think I mentioned the other day my oldest daughter wants me to draw up a design of a tattoo for her. So I've been starting to gather some reference and flex my penciling skills again and get a little practice. And I've got a couple of decent little sketches, a decent little start. Oh, I'm sorry, Jinko. It's 7 p.m. Central Standard. So be about 3 hours after the 4 o'clock shadow tomorrow.
Sorry about that. Nobody ever knocks at my door. So yeah, it was a security person, wanting to sell. And I said, I actually have my security system through you. So,
No?
and he was on one of those little 2-wheeler, things to get him
Oh, like
around.
a Segway type thing?
I guess that's what they call them. What I know. Yeah, but
that's pretty well.
I thought it might have been, I looked through the keyhole and wearing a cap. I thought it might have been a friend of mine. It wasn't. It was this young kid, wanting to give me the sales pitch,
Right.
security thing. Well, he'll probably be going next door, and Andy's not home. Of course, his mother passed away, and he has a place in Nashville that he usually is at. So nobody home there for him to, apparently yesterday was Gene Colan, would have been Gene Colan's birthday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, happy
Look at that
birthday,
foot.
Mr. Colan.
Look at that daredevil foot. So big.
Yeah.
He's got such an exaggeration. It's like nothing anybody else did in comics, his exaggeration of form and stuff. And I don't get it. Why, I don't get it often, but it's definitely unique. I mean, Gene Colan's like no one else, and that's probably a good
definitely
thing, right?
had his own style.
Yeah. Now I know you're not big on Bruce Timm because it's a little cartoony sometimes, but here's a nice Rocketeer and Betty piece.
No, that's great. Like I said, sometimes it's just like, especially with Batman, his faces tend to get a little
Yeah.
bit cartoony. You know.
I think
Other than that,
sometimes
like,
Bruce does these little cartoony type things and thinks, okay, that's great art or whatever it is. I don't know what he's thinking, but maybe that's all he had time for. But he doesn't get too detailed, and but he can, if he
yeah,
puts his
yeah.
mind to it. And I think he sometimes cuts himself short.
But
Shadowhawk
overall,
sent
I
me a
like his
post.
stuff.
He might have forgot it, but he sent me a post earlier saying, I can tolerate most people this long.
That
Get it?
ain't long.
Yeah, I get it. Stripes a gun. Yeah, it's within a minute or two, the flavor's gone. Certainly
Yeah.
within 5 minutes, all the flavor's gone. And but they
The really
retired it.
bad
So
part was they had some good flavors. They just didn't last for 30 seconds to
Yeah.
a minute, and you were done.
now I've got I'll just play the first of this because I just want it for the lizard representation. Always looking for something unique for lizard representation. So here it is.
Wow, if you run with your clothes on fire, the flames are just burn higher and higher. There's just no way you can turn and run once a fire that's on you has begun. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop. You gotta stop running. Stop, drop, and roll.
Stop, drop, and roll. Just stop, drop, and roll, man. Or you become the Human Torch.
Maybe I'd like to be the Human Torch.
Yeah, I like Bruce. I mean, I don't mind cartoony, to a certain degree, Now if it's lazy cartoony, Walt Simonson's birthday today, and I did tell him happy birthday, Walt, today. I am connected with him over there on Facebook. I'm trying to get him on the show at some point. Who knows? The Star Slammers, Ragnarok creator, Batman, Thor, Manhunter, Rampaging Hulk, the Metal Man, Star Wars, Hercules Unbound for DC Comics, the Avengers, X Factor, Fantastic Four, and Orion artist, Walter Simonson. And his wife's a great writer as well, as you well know.
Louise, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Wrote Power Pack, for one thing. Love this Jack Kirby back cover, You got the beast. There you go. That's classic. That's about the time I started reading, with the roster. Although I think the Hulk was kind of put in there because maybe it should have been Captain America instead of the Hulk at that time, but it's kind of nice and Moondragon in there as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Moondragon over there.
Yeah. You know where she made her first appearance? Iron Man.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Submariner was in that issue as well.
Huh.
Today marks, or yesterday, I'm sorry, Edgar Rice Burroughs, 150th birthday, American fantasy and adventure writer. How about that? Cool. 150 years since his birthday. So he's been gone a while, Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Yeah.
Early Hollywood, though, Tarzan, first movie was like in 1919.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, man.
Have you read much of Burroughs' stuff, Shadow?
Just like his original classic novels and stuff, Tarzan and stuff like that.
Now, here's a joke nobody will like. Good morning, pupils. Good morning, Mrs. Iris. You'll never see a cornier joke than this.
Oh.
And look, they've got a little eye chart up there. A, B, C, D, E, E, F, G.
Yeah. Good Lord.
Okay, you may roll out for recess because they're round, right? What if you get dirt in your eye? I'm just kind of wondering, how do you, with no hands, get that? Anyway. In 28 Days Later, and I just watched that movie. London wasn't emptied with CGI. It was pure guerrilla filmmaking. I figured this before I saw this. Director shot it at dawn on Sundays with tiny crews. They were just 15 minutes before the city woke, 45 minutes before the city woke up. Westminster Bridge was 100% real. And Murphy said they begged passersby to pass. So, an abandoned London. I figured it was on Sunday because they did the very same thing back in the 60s with Doctor Who when the Daleks invaded. Now this might be considered conspiracy type things, but I find it intriguing. A humongous ring. Let me make sure the volume's up on this. Hopefully it won't blow you out. It's a giant ring. Your whole hand can put in that thing. I don't know about
Somebody had a big finger.
Yeah. Of course, they got to put the sufficiently eerie music in there.
Yeah.
I wonder what that's. I guess it's all silver, so that's a lot of silver for one ring.
Yeah, quite a bit of silver.
Yeah, and it's quite intricate. Can you imagine the hand that was on? And why would you make something that large if it wasn't, going to be like worn?
Just to screw with somebody in the future? They're gonna think
Maybe.
we were this big.
Well, it only took 13,000 years, according to this. It looks like they brought, a wedge of it and, formed it right in the middle from the bottom and the top of it. That's got like a almost like a manufacturer line there.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
TikTok's got some great stuff on there. Yeah. Going through China. How did they know it was a ring from a Nephilim? I know they just say Nephilim because for giants, because they were supposed to be giants, I guess.
Yeah.
I do believe that there have been giants. There's been giants alive in our time that's been, recorded. Now, how big is giant? Sufficiently, it could be Godzilla size. Who knows? I've not seen any skeletons from that big, but yeah, Walt Simonson's got quite the history. He's gonna have he's got almost every piece of artwork he's ever done. He saved it. That's amazing. He's just got he could do a whole museum, with most of his work in it. Recovered watch from the wreck of the RMS Titanic. The time is frozen at 2:28, 8 minutes after the ship sank beneath the frigid waters of the North Atlantic. I went to a Titanic show once, but I can't remember seeing this particular piece. They even had newspapers that had been preserved for 90 years.
Yeah. Crazy, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I guess it was so frigid and it just stopped the clock eventually.
Yeah.
8 minutes after they sank.
Yeah, it's so cold down there. It's just even the paper survives, which is crazy.
Yeah. This is a type of meteorite that fell near China. It's estimated to be 4.5 billion years old. I don't believe that on the age, but whatever. It's an interesting looking. I don't know if this is a segment. Here's a gentleman holding up the whole thing. So it's got to be lightweight.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it don't look like he's struggling too hard.
Yeah. Looks like it's got a lot of air pockets or, It's amazing. It's amazing really that something that big survived the heat of the atmosphere coming back in. Because that's pretty good size.
A lot bigger. A lot of it probably burned off on the way back.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Let's see. Here's a comic I've never seen before, but I remember Francis the Talking Mule. I hear buzzing, Peter. It must be uranium. And it flies around his ears.
Yep.
Love Francis the Talking Mule. Those were great.
Yeah, I never knew
Late
they made
50s,
comics
early
out of them.
60s. Yeah, Francis Talking Mule from Dell Comics by Peter S. Newman and Al Scaduto. All right. Francis starred in 7 movies for Universal during the 1950s. He was voiced by Chili Willis. Wow. And co-starred with Donald O'Connor, which it was his birthday the other day, heavenly birthday, for the first time, 6 films, and Mickey Rooney for the last movie.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
So Mickey Rooney was in the last Francis the Talking Mule. And of course, there was Gus too. Here's the Legion of Monsters.
Hey, Janet.
Hey, Janet. Janet from another planet.
Good to see you. Oh, that's
Is
cool.
that the Legion? That's not the original Legion of Monsters, though, is it? Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Yep. A Werewolf by Night and Morbius and Thing and Ghost Rider. Yeah. Nice little mashup.
No Toast Rider.
Toast Rider. Yeah, if he holds a loaf of bread. Toast Rider.
Here, hold this bagel for me for a second.
Yeah. Just 15 seconds, please.
Quick, hand it back to me before you burn it.
Right. This is a Pacific Parrotlet.
Okay. I don't know if Rex remembered Dave today.
Nice on the covers, colors. Oh yeah, it is. It is Texas Dave. I was thinking about him earlier today and didn't think about sending him a link though because my days are mixed up, right?
Yeah,
Labor Day weekend. So we'll just remedy that. Obviously, I'm boring everybody to tears. So we'll send Texas Dave. Maybe he'll come in here.
Cool. I wonder if he's made any progress on his kitchen yet.
Yeah, I would. I am kind of curious to see, the progress that maybe they've made on his kitchen. I made hot pizza today, and oh man, did I make a mess with it? Now, I tried that. The 2 pizzas that I had, I tried both times to, put that creamy vodka ragu for more sauce on it. And unfortunately, it's kind of messes with me if I lay down.
Oh.
Pretty bird. That's kind of neat, unique coloring.
Yeah, cute. Kind of like a parakeet, but a little lighter of the blue.
Yeah, a little bit. Looks like the beak looks larger than a parakeet. I actually had parakeets at one time. So apparently this is a Jack Kirby piece, continuing with Jack Kirby's birthday week. I found a Kirby Hercules pencil drawing back in 2017, and I happily inked it. Jack version was a big influence on my Hercules. Years later, my pal Rich Cito decided to color it. Now in 2025, I converted it into this mock-up cover. So this is Jack Kirby, inked by Bob Layton, and colored by Cito. I wonder if he printed it out or if he actually inked the Kirby original. He probably inked the Kirby original.
You think? Maybe.
I don't know. You know, it'd be, I mean, could you resist if you had a Kirby original and you were a pretty accomplished inker? Could you resist?
Yeah, I'd probably scan it and then do it, just knowing that, he's not going to be around to make any more pencils.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah. Here's a Bruce Timm. Like the boots.
Oh, did he do the Psycho Circus stuff? Was he involved with any of that?
I don't think so. I mean, I've got a few of those Psycho Circus things,
Yeah.
but I don't
Interesting.
remember seeing anything like this from Bruce.
No.
Psycho Circus was a while back. Really,
Yeah.
a long time back,
It
actually.
was about nearly 20 years ago, Rex. I think it was right after the 99-2000 reunion.
Here's another Bruce Timm, Catwoman. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, see, I like that.
Mm-hmm. Stylish. And it's kind of like the Julie Newmar outfit, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little bit.
Alex Ross Star Wars piece here. Very nice. Princess Leia with her little pew, pew, pew.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's cool.
Alex does some good stuff. I have no problem with it, but now this is news. The upcoming Knight Rider movie from the Cobra Kai creators may be more than just a reboot, with new rumors suggesting it could be led to a shared universe that includes Airwolf and the $6 Million Man. Claim that Universal is developing a plan that connects multiple classic 80s properties. According to the rumor, the studio is starting with the Knight Rider movie before expanding into projects involving Airwolf and the $6 Million Man.
That might be kind of interesting.
Kind of neat, yeah.
They were pretty popular shows back in the day.
Mm-hmm. And why not try one out and see if it's successful? If it's not, like the Valiant movie, of course that was bad timing with the bloodshot movie. It was right when COVID was ramping up.
Yeah, I think it wasn't a very good movie either. That didn't help it.
Here's kind of a humorous Bruce Timm piece for you with Medusa. No crimes of passion for Black Bolt. Otherwise, he might destroy the planet. Can you imagine if he screamed in ecstasy? He might wipe out a continent. But they're on the moon now. So or last time I checked, they were on the moon. Maybe they're back on Earth now. Can't remember. Yeah, I mean, still, it's the repurposing all this stuff.
Well, they can't come up with any new ideas, so they got to do something.
Apparently. Yeah, apparently. Now, I found this great. We had a video where you could charge your cell phone if your electricity went out. Well, this is how to charge your electricity with a couple of cloves of garlic, I believe it is. Check this out. Silver coin there. Isn't that cool? Or is that onions? It looks like it might be onions.
Yeah.
Red onion.
What do they call those? I can't think of the name of them.
Scallops?
Shallots.
I don't know.
Shallots.
Shallots. Okay. Well, apparently they're, and they hold an electric charge, enough to charge your cell phone. Of course, I don't know if
Mm.
all electricity
Yeah, I knew
goes
you
out.
could do that with a potato. I didn't know you could do it with an onion.
Scott Spiegel sadly passed away. He played the pizza thief in Spider-Man 2 and voiced one of the damned souls in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So he's
Hey, Homer.
sadly passed away. You remember the pizza thief? He didn't even get the one pizza.
Yeah.
It kind of got webbed and put back in the box. He did voice work for this character in Doctor Strange. Rex, email me a few pictures of the character that you want me to dress up as. Okay. I can do that. It'll be a while before you can do that, but yeah, you'll have a way to go on that. One thing I want to do tomorrow, and I'll if I remember to do it, then I want to kind of look at my favorite 10 Gil Kane covers.
Oh, all right, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Here's one to start with, not one that would make my top 10, but Marvel Classic Comics #9 from 1969 with Tom Palmer inks, Gil Kane cover here of Dracula. That's a nice one.
Oh yeah, very cool. Yeah, he did some really great covers on that Morbius run from back in the 70s.
Oh yeah, he definitely did. He's one of my favorite is going to be a Thongor. That I've shown before. Definitely, probably my favorite. Just the way he designed it. It's just so brilliant. You know this actor without me mentioning who he is.
Maybe. Hey, Homer glitch in the chat.
Hey, Homer.
Oh, a little Humphrey Bogart.
Humphrey Bogart. You are correct, sir. I've been waiting to say that for a while. Humphrey Bogart, he says, I'm not good looking. I used to be, but not anymore. What I have got is character in my face. It's taken an awful lot of late night drinking to put it there. When I go to work in a picture, I say, don't take the lines out of my face. Leave them there.
Oh, that's cool.
46 years ago today, yesterday, actually, The Third Man, 1949, premiered in France at the Cannes Film Festival. That's a good movie, The Third Man, with Orson Welles. Early movie from him, out of him.
I don't know if I remember that one or not.
Okay, here is the piece I was talking about. Page details. Only 2 days till launch with the Zay brothers, September 4th on this. But a nice Western piece here. Now, look at his hands. He's got a little pin in his thumb there. It looks wooden.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it does, doesn't it? You couldn't see it so well on that other picture, but yeah.
Sort of old skill Cable, maybe, his eye seems to be burned or something disfigured, and then the hand kind of replaced there. So you kind of interesting character, kind of like Jonah Hex with his scarred face from Tetsu in the house. Hey, Tetsu. Greetings to you.
Tetsu.
Ralph is in the house. Angels of the Renaissance.
Hey, Ralph.
That's what I'm about to do. What about that picture is doing? Huh? Yes, Shadowhawk?
I just said hey to Ralph.
Oh, okay. Hey. It's Fat Albert. You can buy this Daredevil, old school Daredevil, yellow and red Daredevil costume that Graham Nolan drew Daredevil piece on Aaron Lopresti's Graveyard. 11 by 17. Price includes shipping. What do you think Graham Nolan's Daredevil's going to go for? What he's asking for?
It's released again. Wonderful. That's nice.
Graham's asking $500 for Daredevil.
Little rich for my blood, Graham.
Yeah. Yeah.
These days, anyway.
Yeah. It's a nice piece, but wow. And is that unreasonable? Probably not. But I mean,
No, I don't think so. Somebody's going to give him what he's asking for.
Shack piece, very looking Cthulhu like. He calls it Pretty Boy. Check that out.
Hold up. I was looking at the chat. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
I think I had something like that for breakfast once. Anyway, maybe not. I mentioned Hercules Unbound by Walt Simonson, some of his early work in DC Comics, and here's a couple of the covers that Walt Simonson did back in the mid 70s for Hercules Unbound. The one on the left is inked by Wally Wood.
Oh, that's cool.
Because he inked some of that series. After the last war ends, the real battle begins. Hercules Unbound. Now the secret that can destroy the man god. Probably one of those that was canceled in 1978. It's interesting, Shadowhawk. Elzig showed one of those I think maybe the one of the war ones. I can't remember one of the 1978 spectaculars they did. They were like one issue, one-offs of their different books that year, kind of like annuals, but it was kind of different. They only did it that 1 year. I didn't even know they were out there until I actually got some production artwork to one out of Brazil. And then I started looking at them a little bit closely, and I still haven't seen all of them. But 78 was a disastrous year for comics. They canceled long-running 59-issue Commandy, and I think maybe I have 3 issues of it that were never published. Alrex. Well, what they did is they printed all that stuff and bound it in, and then gave it away to some workers, in DC. All the people that worked there sort of, copied off the work. Because in some of those, they had 3 or 4 issues complete, but they canceled the series like Firestorm and things like that. So there's actually more issues out there. And so on eBay for a few years ago, for about $10, I got a big stack of just copied stuff from that DC Cavalcade #1, and then later Cavalcade #2, because I did 2 of them, which is much smaller than the first one, but it was stuff that was never published, that was due to be published.
That's cool.
Series that were canceled in 1978. And I've shown a little bit of it on the show years ago. I think it's sitting over there, a big pile. Never really got to show all of it, but you could do just a whole series on what never came out,
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Do you know Wally Wood worked on the DC version of Hercules? Yeah. Yeah. And that was about 5, 6, 7 years before his death. He committed suicide. This is Galactus and Silver Surfer, done by Aaron Lopresti on the draw stream. Very cool. I always like Galactus work. I would say they've got their craft honed skillfully. Very nice. Good placement of the figure. Just enough space there with the markers. Very cool. I wonder how he did the stars. Splatter? I don't know. Stippling?
Oh, maybe.
Wonder what he uses. Mike Barron posted this. When he says, what the fuck? WTF, right? He says, when I type what TF, but it autocorrects to verily I have witnessed a spectacular spectacle spectacle.
Spectacle?
Okay, spectacle. Okay, verily I have witnessed a spectacle so witless, mine very soul hath packed its belongings and fled mine body. 'Tis as though reason itself hath tripped over a turnip and perished. That's kind of a tongue twister.
Oh yeah, I've got quite a
Post
few werewolf finets from Marvel Comics. Yeah.
If you do not sell any of your work, it can be the price or the marketing. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if you hold on to it like Walt Simonson, he could probably sign a little remark and say $500, and they go, yeah, because he never sells any of his work, you know.
Yeah, I know Graham doesn't sell a lot of his either. He's got a pretty good stockpile of stuff.
Maybe I need to stop selling my work, and then the value would go up. Eh? If you back my book, you get free artwork.
There you go.
Here's you a Harley Quinn for today.
Yeah, very nice.
And you too can get a head sketch done by me of one of my characters when you back Devil Flyer. You know, something maybe in color, maybe in black and white, something like this or this or this, you know, just whatever, you know, or something in black and white. I think I'm going to make a sticker out of this one for Zeitgeist. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that came out good. I like that one.
Very simple. Sometimes the simplest things are the best.
Sometimes.
Somewhere over the rainbow. Scott Collins, I always remembered him doing The Flash. But he said, oh, and another thing, for obvious reasons, of course. Nice piece, though.
Yeah,
got the cosmic rays in the background. Ben Grimm's one of my favorite characters. I mean, he would have to be, you know, if I were to form a team, he would have, and even though he might not be the strongest, he would have to be on my team, you know, because he kind of personifies Jack Kirby, I think, like no other character he did. You know, I think he self-identified really as the thing, you know, the cigar chomping thing.
Yeah.
More than
Jack
a lot of
put a lot of
characters.
himself into the thing.
I recently told you that I watched League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right? And
yes,
Captain Nemo's Victorian fantasy Nautilus car from the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was built by Keith Freeman, who spent almost 5 years on it, he said, making it. Can you believe that? 5 years.
Yeah, that car was cool, though, dude.
5 years to make that car.
Look at that thing. Six-wheeler,
yeah. Nice detailing. Look at that.
Yeah, look at all that, man. That's wild. I'd drive that.
Yeah, and really it wasn't on screen that much. I mean, it was on there for, you know, and then Huck Finn, you know, he kind of took a ride in it. I guess that was the end of the car at that point. I think he wrecked it, you know, in the movie. Here's a early Kirby book you might not have seen. Boys Ranch #1, Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. Boys Ranch #1 cover.
Oh, okay.
Harvey book, our early 50s.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I've never seen this one. Outside maybe of a book that has, you know, probably didn't pay that much attention.
Right.
But I'm glad to see Westerns coming back into comics like probably they haven't been since the 50s. Certainly not in my lifetime. Dr. Mask Retro Elixir that we had on the other day, 1953 Horrific #5 from Comic Media. art by Don Heck. We kind of talked about, mentioned Don Heck and his early
Yeah.
work in horror. Right there's one of his covers.
Yeah, look at that.
Early Don Heck work. Like the coloring on that. Just look at the variety of colors in the face. Almost looks like one of my head sketches where you're throwing everything in. Purples and greens and oranges, reds. So cool. Love the blood in the logo too. It's like a regal Batmobile, Ralph says. Sweet, the movie was meh, but that car is awesome. Yeah. I drive around in it. I wonder what kind of gas mileage it gets though. 2 or 3 gallons. Could have bought this back in 1981 and watched the cartoon at the same time, probably. I remember buying this off the stands. Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Firestar. Probably her first appearance in comics was probably in this one. I'm just guessing. Now, in Marvel continuity, that's a different deal. Kind of like with Harley Quinn. I have her first appearance, but not her first appearance in Marvel continuity. And there's the rub.
You will.
So, are you going to go see Superman? A lot of good talk about the new Superman movie.
Still believe a man can fly. That is if he's wearing one of these incredible Superman suits that I'm standing right next to. Let's start from the beginning. 1978 Superman the movie. Now this costume was designed by Academy Award-winning costume designer Yvonne Blake, who called this suit in particular a bit of a collaboration. She had done some early design work that was awesome, but it deviated from the comic book look at the time. It used a darker gold, it used an S belt buckle, so some redesign phases were done in order to hone back in on the traditional look for Superman, make sure that he looked as iconic, as recognizable for comic book fans when they went to see the film as possible. Cut to 40 plus years later, and clearly superhero costuming has come a long way. David Cornsweat's suit here is designed by 3-time Academy Award nominee Judianna Makovsky, who had already dipped a toe in the DC multiverse a couple years ago with James Gunn's The Suicide Squad. Now, for this film, it was very important for Judianna and James that even though Superman flies and lives in this incredible world, that the costumes remain grounded, which is why the suit is made of this custom 3D printed fabric that's a little more clothing, less spandex. And of course, as a giant DC fan, it's awesome to look at this suit and see the inspirations being drawn straight from the comics. The collar and the lines throughout the suit feel very New 52, very Jim Lee. And of course, the S, the most important part of any Superman suit, harkening back directly to Mark Waid and Alex Ross's Kingdom Come. DC Studios' highly anticipated film Superman from writer-director James Gunn releases in theaters and IMAX July 11th.
Yeah, there you go. Now, is that actor so much bigger than Christopher Reeves was? Did you see the difference in mannequin size there? Surely he's
Yeah,
not.
I don't think so. He ain't that big. Christopher Reeve was like 6'3".
Oh, yeah, he was fairly, above average, when it
Yeah,
came
he's
to.
a fairly big dude. I don't think that guy's that much bigger than him.
Once people read your story, then they will want something from the character they like the most. Yeah. Then they will keep buying more comics to stay. Yeah. Yeah, the art grabs you, but the
That's the
story
point.
keeps you. Up with the story. I want to see Nobody 2 last night. Oh, you went to see Nobody 2 last
Oh,
night.
cool. I like the first one.
Well, a lot of
Uh-huh.
good reviews on Superman and Fantastic Four. I mean, to a certain degree, they're not saying they're total duds.
Yeah, Fantastic Four, though, the box office fell off dramatically after that first weekend. So
Yeah.
That's not
So you
good.
got to wonder what. I mean, word of mouth is key, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think it got nowhere near as good of word of mouth ratings, whatever you want to call it, as Superman did.
Again, Raul and T, if you want to see him draw this, my character Jenna, that's just the name that I have for her now, Jenna.
Okay.
Till I think I'm just trying to get her costume right now designed so that I can give it to Ryan, because he's going to put it in probably a 2-page spread in the Devil Flyer book. So some artwork still being produced for that, and I will get with. I was a little bit lazy today and didn't get out early, so no need to get out early after
good
Labor
thing.
Day. I'll get out early tomorrow and go to the printers or call the printers and talk with the designer and say, hey, you got, and I haven't even checked my Gmail. I'll check my Gmail and see if she's got the sketch cards designed. She's supposed to print up 100 of them to start with, and then we'll go on to hopefully start printing on at least the cover and then the guts of the sticker book on the campaign. So we're slowly but surely getting stuff done. They have hired a new girl there at the printing place, a new designer. Right. So hopefully she'll learn the ropes and fairly quickly, and not rocket science. I watched half the Solomon Kane last night. Yeah, that's a pretty good movie. I like the Solomon Kane movie, and that was kind of apropos because it was the creator of that character's birthday. At least I think it was, wasn't it?
Hey, Brian.
Am I getting my writers confused? The creator of Conan with the creator of Tarzan. That's always a possibility with me. Well, on the elliptical machine, loved it. Can't wait to watch the second half during tonight's workout. Yeah, it was actually pretty good. Selfies and online presence. Yeah, love Superman. It is now updated to 2025. Yeah, they kind of went straight into the story on Toad. I haven't seen Nobody. What is Nobody about, Shadowhawk?
Nobody. The first one was just a guy who gets kind of sick of all the shit that's going on lately, and some guys try to rob him on the city bus, and he loses his shit and takes them all out, and then kind of becomes like a vigilante type of dude.
Okay, that's kind of reminiscent of the storyline of Michael Douglas, where he kind of goes a little postal.
Yeah, that with that one movie he did. I forget what that was called. Yeah, it's kind of like that, but he doesn't like lose it where he's just nuts. He just decides he's gonna start, fighting back for the city or whatever. So it's pretty good stuff.
Here's an owl with its little owlet, I suppose you would call it, keeping it warm. That's pretty neat. That's like a sculpture you could do,
Little baby wooden shop.
Call it motherhood. Graham Nolan, Canadian, Oscar nominated turn in the 1990 Dances with Wolves. That's kind of where, he died in Toronto. He was 73. We talked about that earlier, but Dances with Wolves is kind of where I kind of, first found Graham Nolan on the scene of acting. Is that like maybe the first movie that you ever saw Graham Greene in, Shadowhawk? Dances with Wolves?
Yeah, you lost me there for a minute because you said Graham Nolan. I was like, what? Huh?
Oh,
what?
Yeah, Graham Greene. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that might have been one of the first ones I saw him in. I can't remember for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I know I've seen him in all kinds of stuff over the years.
Forget Bigfoot sighting. Here is Chewbacca.
Falling
tobacco.
Down. Yes, thank you, Jinko.
What was it?
That
Falling
movie
Down.
with
Yeah.
Michael Douglas,
Yeah.
Falling Down. Yeah.
Mhm. Lazy day after a long night. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I go out tonight at 7. So at some point, Omer Glitch. This is Elliot Rodriguez is one glitch that he did a while back. Very cool. I'm gonna have to do some kind of cover for Omer of
Oh, very cool.
Glitch. Very, his character Glitch, and I'm sure he would say this and has said this, that it's very reminiscent of old Image characters. It's got that 90s vibe.
Yeah, a little bit.
This is Linda Carter in London during the Miss World 1972 pageant. So very early on, before she was widely known as Wonder Woman.
Oh, well. Yeah, she's young there.
1972. Yeah. I think she might have won that pageant. Yeah.
May have.
Looks so much like my cousin.
She
Telling
was a cutie.
Peter Samedi still looking for short stories. Still have room in issue 24 and 25. It came out on a Wednesday. This is an ongoing short story anthology series. Yeah. Monster related. Cool. September 1st, 1875, Edgar Rice Burroughs is born in, drum roll please, Chicago. Did you know that Edgar Rice Burroughs was born in Chicago?
No, I did not.
Mm-hmm. His Tarzan stories were translated into more than 56 languages and were also popular in comics, films, television, and radio versions. He created in Tarzan a figure that instantly captured the popular imagination. Yeah, kind of man against the elements, huh? This should make John Malin very happy. In Louisiana, a rare pink dolphin spotted in the waters. Amazing locals and scientists were at its extraordinary beauty. A pink dolphin.
Yeah.
So would that be like a form of mutation like albino?
No, they think it's due to their diet. They eat a lot of crustaceans
coral
instead of fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they get a lot of it, just like the flamingos, because of it's the stuff that they eat that makes them turn pink.
Oh yeah. Oh well, now you say that, and I've heard that they're born white feathered, but it's a parasite that gets underneath their feathers and turns them pink, is what I heard. So
no, that's not what I heard at all. I heard it was due to their diet.
Heard at all. Okay.
Okay.
Another
I was under the impression it was due to their diet, because I think it's a lot of shrimp.
Maybe it's a combination of both.
Could be.
There, we both win. Another Bruce Timm. Do you like this one? I like the other one better. It was kind of more sultry. This one's nice.
I like the other one a little better, but this is still good. It's not, super cartoony or anything. I like it.
Yeah, and it is your black and white, non-colored stuff,
I like that.
Last photo taken of Ulysses S. Grant, who died 4 days later in 1885. That's pretty wild to see a photograph, and then days later they're deceased, So taken 4 days before he passed away. Top hat, just sitting there reading the paper.
Yeah, pretty wild.
I heard he was almost destitute, and since he was struggling at the end, that's really when they started the stipend, the retirement money for presidents.
Wow.
Which today seems mind-boggling, but back when, if you do service to your country, maybe you do need a little retirement stipend, like the military. I mean, you are the
Yeah.
commander in chief, right?
Yeah, you should get a little something for serving your country.
Hmm. You know, one thing that I might do with Midnight with the logo is like put a mask behind it, almost like the old Dell Lone Ranger. Just put Midnight and the roustabouts over the mask, you know, little different configuration than that one. Sort of a throwback. Because her and the Lone Ranger kind of have that in common. They both wear a little Zorro type mask, you know, or Lone Ranger mask. Batman sketches by Andy Kubert. I like the retro feel to this. And I know Ryan is a big freshwater dolphin, Ryan says. Perhaps. Maybe that's the difference. Whatever happened to the Cape Crusader sketchbook by Andy Kubert? Featured here are exclusive sketches by Batman artist Andy Kubert. I like the old retro sort of Gil Kane feel to it.
Okay.
While developing Whatever Happened to the Cape Crusader, writer Neil Gaiman and artist Andy Kubert discussed showcasing different versions of Batman that would act as tributes to the artists who helped shape the Dark Knight, such as Bob Kane, Dick Sprang, Jim Aparo, Neil Adams, and others. That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that's very cool. Yeah, I love Jim Aparo's Batman. It's good stuff.
Here are early sketches of Selena Kyle, aka Catwoman. And yeah, that's definitely a tribute to the old style Penguin. Tribute approach extended to Batman's large cast of characters, including this version of Jack Burnley's Penguin. Big with a, man with a big nose.
Yes.
Wow, that's a wild looking Joker. Writer Neil Gaiman asked Andy to design the Joker based on the version of the character by legendary artist Jerry Robertson. Yeah, the first Joker. And Batmite there.
I was going to say, it looks like Batmite.
Mm-hmm. Never made it into the story, actually, he says. So Batmite got ixnayed, got taken out of it. But yeah, nice Joker.
It's not necessarily a bad thing.
No,
I never
not
did
really.
care for Batmite.
Yeah, I mean, that was kind of at the height of the goofiness for Batman, I think.
I guess he was supposed to be like Batman's Mr. Mixelplick.
Mixelplick, yeah, or however you say it. 1969 Panthermobile built for the Pink Panther show. All right. I'll mute that because that's a Pink Panther music.
Yeah. Probably get hit on it.
I'll get hit. Yeah. Oh, see the Monster Mobile back there too. So this has got all kinds of classic cars. Look at that.
Ooh, look at
Looks
that.
like Pepto-Bismol car.
Yeah, it does. Ooh, look at that pink shag carpet in there, dude.
Oh no, man. Yeah.
That fucking Barbie would lose her shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Barbie Pink Panther mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, Barbie would love that.
Cool. Oh yeah. Come over to my townhouse.
Yeah. Come on up and see me someday.
Yeah.
Did
you see this the other day? I showed this the other day. Man, this got impact. This is Del Keown Batman. I like that he's right up in your face and just like, got the old Batman symbol too. Short ears.
Yeah, he's got the little.
He looks like a bruiser. Look at those arms, man.
Yeah, the old school bat symbol too. Look at that, man. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. I always like the old school better than the one that was like paint a target on my chest and shoot me.
Yeah.
Yellow. Like I'm hiding in the alley. I know. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, I can see that yellow circle. But
and supposedly
they tried to retcon that and say that he did that on purpose so that people would shoot at the symbol because that was the most armored up part of his suit.
Did Neil Gaiman survive his criminal charges? I don't know. Did he?
I
Have you
hadn't heard
heard
anything.
anything?
I don't know if he actually got charged criminally. I know he was getting
Hmm.
roasted in social media and canceled, but I don't know if he ever got any actual criminal charges.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, what was he charged with anyway? Was something with the
I,
ladies?
I don't know that there was anything they could charge him with. They were trying to say that, you know, he was grooming girls and this, that, and the other. But they
Uh,
all were of age. They all went, you know, and visited him, spent weekends with him, did whatever he said or whatever of their own free will. So there's
right.
nothing that legally he could be charged with. As far as I know, he didn't get charged at all legally. He might have a civil suit or something against him, but he didn't, you know, he didn't rape nobody. He didn't. They're trying to say he's
Right.
hypnotizing people and shit or something. I mean, come
Oh,
on.
wow. Yeah. Now, if they said that of the writer of Watchmen, Alan Moore, I might
Oh
believe
yeah, yeah,
hypnotism out of him, but not Neil
yeah.
Gaiman. Dio Tome of Reckoning comic. He says stacks of books just got shipped out, and a new batch of Gemini mailers just arrived. More books coming out next week. Stoked to finally get these in your hands. So,
Woohoo!
Tome of Reckoning 3 coming soon, and we'll be launching 4 on this channel here pretty soon, just whenever he's ready to launch
Awesome.
issue 4. I've been waiting on this because I backed it and I got the catch up tier where I get 1, 2, and 3. So
Yeah. Well, I got the
then
first
I
two,
can
and
read it
then
all together
I
and
got
get
this
caught
one
up.
as well. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I've been enjoying Tome of Reckoning so far.
You're right about that, Carrie. Lady Penelope and Thunderbird, she had a pink car. Yeah. Very, very cool pink car as well.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's neat that we're going to get Tome of Reckoning here pretty soon. I know he's been working hard on it to get it out there.
Yeah.
Our brand new officially licensed Godzilla -1 collection stomps in this Wednesday, September 3rd. This exclusive new apparel drops is a must for every fan of the Big G. Prepare for monstrous tees, hoodies, long sleeves, and more, they say.
Nice.
So, that's, there'll be some more Godzilla apparel out there for everybody to
Yeah.
wear.
Oh, I heard they. I think yesterday they officially started filming for Godzilla
For 2. Yeah.
-1 Part 2. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That should be interesting. I hope it's as good. Come on.
I hope it's as good as that first one was, man, because that movie was great.
Mike Barron off the chain, man. He's going for the showdown of the century. Here you go. Punisher Cat.
Mm. That's
So,
cool.
Punisher Cat versus, wait for it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Bad kid. Bad.
Mike Barron, what are you thinking, man? I might have
Fucking
put
Mike.
a little white around his nose like he'd been, doing some cocaine or something. I don't know, man. This is UFO art by Jim Nichols. This is pretty cool. Don't know if that's related to the UFO TV show or what, but
That's
cool.
what I was just gonna ask you. Is that the UFO show or just a UFO in general? But yeah, it's still cool.
Oh, making some. Oh yeah, look at that Nazi. Oh yeah, gun turret on the bottom. That's cool.
So I'm guessing it's not part of the show. It's just UFO art.
Yeah, just UFO art. Although their flying saucers do look a lot like what was in the show. It's cool how he kind of diffused this like a photograph. It's kind of neat to show distance. Oh, look at that one. Wow. That one done in 1999. So, wow. Cool UFO art. Everybody's like, all right, be prepared to get fooled, that there's going to be, UFO landings and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what happens with that. The throwback, this is pen and ink illustration by Lawrence Stevens from Fantastic Novels Magazine, July 1949. The throwback. That's cool, especially with the rain coming down.
Yeah, that's different.
Yum, yum, eat them up, tasty. Yum, 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 yum. It's a wild looking character. Human meat. So it's a meat sickle.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can bring back some of that pop stuff. Some pulp stuff rather into the comic books with the Midnight Pulp and comic book. Drawing Aces Anthology has 28 days left on Kickstarter, says, and that was yesterday. So a big 27 days left on Kickstarter. Only $285, $86 rather, away from funding. So I'm introducing a new backer bonus for all physical tier backers, the Bloodbone versus Ace trading card, art by Raphael Christiani, colors by Bogdan Digital.
Cool.
It says Buzz. And there's the cover art. Bloodbone with Ace. So back over there on Kickstarter, and you can get that trading card now along with it. I guess probably he'll send out retro, for everybody's who's back thus far. This is Tona Dazinga. I never can get his name right. Art. This is Storm Piece. Storm Piece I've never seen. Check that out.
Dazinga.
Dazinga. Yeah, what he said.
Yeah. Oh, that's
nice
cool.
Storm though. Yeah.
Man,
this does not look
watercolor?
like this does not look like his regular stuff, does it?
No, that's sharp. I like it.
Yeah. I didn't much like his inking and stuff over some artists. I just never been a big fan, but now he's done some good stuff, no doubt about it.
Oh.
And here's you a classic. You didn't know what?
I didn't know he did painted stuff like that. That's very nice.
Yeah.
Again,
that's probably one of those. Yeah. Full Moon, Dark Fear. Yeah, I think we should go back to like word balloons like this guy, on covers. I
never minded it. I mean, it's weird now that you never get them anymore, really, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because used
Here's
to
a
be
nice one that if you like horror books, that Dr. Mass Retro Elixir dropped. Haunted Thrills.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. I'll be with you at midnight. Tales of horror and terror. Haunted Thrills. If you're scared out of your wits, can you be entertained? Apparently. This is cool. This is like made in 1470 to 1475. Heart-shaped book. That's pretty neat. Check that out. Nice illustration. Very vibrant. Can you imagine you're holding a century-old book like that and it's still vibrant colors like that? Looks brand new almost. That's neat. Unique binding. I'd love to see somebody do a comic like that. Maybe a romance comic. Get on that, Marcus. He's all the time dropping, The Harpy Eagle is the most powerful eagle in the world. Its wingspan can get up to 7 feet. Now, this is the real Batman out there, Shadowhawk. This thing's
Yeah.
terrifying looking. Look at that.
Yeah, I've seen these. They're from South America
Have you?
somewhere.
Have you seen them like in a zoo, or where'd you see them?
No. I've seen other videos and
Oh, okay.
things, like Discovery Channel things on them. But yeah, they're huge, dude.
Almost like a condor, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes you wonder, when you see large flying birds like this, you can see where sort of the cryptid, Thunderbird legend comes from.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, those things are terrifying. If you saw one of those, I mean, I just can't imagine, out in the wild. This is wild. The eagle was shot in the face and received a 3D printed beak that actually looks badass once he, there he is without his beak.
Oh, no.
It's amazing.
Poor dude.
It's amazing he was, survived that to,
yeah.
And then the 3D printed beak. Look at that.
Yeah. He's styling again.
Mm-hmm. He'll probably get more women that way. It's like, whoa, I've never seen anybody like you before.
That's
pretty neat.
That's something unique about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to have been hard for him to eat without having his beak,
Now I showed this yesterday and got no laughs, no comments or anything, and I thought it was cute.
Oh, are they dressed up like dominoes? Is that what...
Yeah. There's always one in the crowd, right? Always got to be one.
All right.
Hey, that's the dominoes I know. Of course, I like to play dominoes. I used to love to play dominoes
with back in the day.
With my grandmother, my mother's mother. Oh my gosh, man. She could play dominoes. The thing of it is, it's like, man, how are you so good with math? How do you remember all this? And it's, as I've grown up and gotten more mature, there's things, mathematical things that I can do quickly. And they're like, I'm sure would amaze some younger people like me, if I was like a kid, at that age. But man, she was good at math and figuring and stuff, ciphering. Very cool. Oh, today is Michael Gray's birthday. Born in 1951, known for playing the role Billy in the TV series Shazam, 1974 to 76. Later, he appeared as Marsha's boyfriend Jeff in the 1973 episode of The Brady Bunch. Also owned a florist shop in West Hollywood. He's 74 years old, very active in the still in the convention circuit. I see his post all the time. There you go. He was Marsha's boyfriend there in an episode. There he is in his iconic Filmation live action role. Still out there giving autographs to people and stuff. At 74 years old, I wouldn't really want to get out there and have to, wait in lines, but it might be nice to sit at a table and meet your fans and, do autographs and stuff like that. That might not be too bad. So, I'll probably take this Tank Ferret artwork to the printers tomorrow to get scans made, just of the few things that I got in from him, and some of it might go up on. Yeah,
I'm gonna have to go, dude.
Okay.
I don't know. I got to figure out something for dinner because apparently Mama Hunt came through and cleaned out the freezer and threw out the shit that I was gonna make for dinner tonight because I can't find it anywhere. So now I got to come up with a whole new fucking plan at the last goddamn minute. All right, everybody have a great night. Love you guys. I will talk to you tomorrow.
Absolutely. And I'm going to have donuts, among other things. I'll probably probably call it quits today anyway. A little bit shorter stream than normal. Get my little stuff together, and I don't have to clock in till another hour, 15 minutes. But relax a little bit. Make sure we're and they did send before I take off. They called me the other day. I was stepping out the back door, and they said we're not going out tonight. And earlier today, after they sent us our clock in times, they said check your phones. 30% chance of rain. Looks nice outside, has all day, so I doubt it's canceled. Probably get to work. Hopefully go to Truman. She said that I would either go to Wynn or Truman. Things, it could be Jonesboro here, local. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just glad to be working. Pay those artists, pay those bills and whatnot. Anyway, keep collecting. We'll get back with you maybe early in the morning for another draw stream. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely have a lot to work on. I probably just need to come home, relax, and work on some files. I may do that after the show here. Files for things to be printed in Devil Flyer, files to be printed in the art book and such. We're working on the individual images that have been scanned. And for the next book also, I'm trying to work in the very first images of that for the John Buscema book, and get those ready. Some of those are very light pencils. And so I have to kind of go in Photoshop and darken them up for printing, and so that's what I've kind of been working on off and on. I didn't get together with Omer today. Didn't do much today except get my trash picked up, which was good. Because I was actually quite late at getting it out about 10:30, and I said, I missed. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe they haven't. I didn't hear any trucks. And, I'll take it around. And yeah, sure enough, everybody's trash was still out there, but they did pick up both the recyclables. I have a recyclable, which is, I've been doing some yard work and putting the stuff in the trash can. So both those have been picked up, and I'm very pleased with that. Finally caught them. I forgot to put out the neighbors though, and it's kind of stinky. Last time he was home a couple of weeks ago, he filled it mostly up. I put some sticks and stuff in there on top of it, and should have put his out today, but I guess it'll have to be next week unless he comes home from Nashville and does it. And I don't know if he will or not. He doesn't really consult me, but when I see his vehicle or see the door open, I'll take his mail over to him. I have been collecting his mail for him. And it's mostly Terry from his mother who passed away. She had a lot of mail every day, catalogs, different things, different charity things that she probably supported in the past. And they send her new stuff, I never get anything in the mailbox, hardly. But she would get something every day. And sometimes packages. Now the packages, he hasn't ordered anything, but left at the front door. Anyway, we'll talk to you later. Have a good day. Hope you had a great Labor Day weekend. And Shadowhawk, I hope you get your meal, all worked out. I'm going to go have some Sugar Rush donuts.